And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. 45. I'm trying to collect.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run. This is Hunt. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Out. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kareem Martin able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jameis to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. 3rd and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Winston. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run with Hunt. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? Blue lady. Right there in the middle. 55. I got you, pop. Let him go.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go and they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go. Touchdown. Bend it. Slam.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ricky. Follow. Much 56.
A toss play to Hunt. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Let's go, D.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Brice picks it. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lavonte David gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Here we go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score Giants 17, Buccaneers 10.
White 25. Rush. Hey, check right. Watching your 5. Go.
Winston now. And he finds Howard complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Jameis now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Winston now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Easy. Wait.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? Black 25. 55. Green, triple T. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey, watch this flip it. Watch this flip. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. They can't hang with us.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
45, check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5.
Now Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready, flag, put it through the hot. Check 56. Go tackle, let's go, we got this, Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Easy. You're all mine. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So line of scrimmage, still the 39. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 47 yards.
That's another Buccaneers.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on second and 6. Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Golden Tate's going to go. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Winston. And he's going to go down again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
55, right there in the middle. 55,
working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
23 yards on the play. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open is Swain, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Giants.
Mike 45. Watch the run, watch the run. Out. 6, 2, out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be in.
Tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jackson going to throw again. They juked him into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Check. It's free. Hey.
Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A quarterback sneak on 2nd down. The sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
45. Mike, 45.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
He's checking. Cracks.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And Jeffrey's got it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley refusing to go down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. You go tight. You got tight.
Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Ready? Blue 80. Check 56. White.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, he's got this one complete to Perriman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Winston from the gun. Caught, it's Perriman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he loses the football a second time. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
It got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Winston. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 45 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here we go, Q. Here I come. Here I come.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Set. 10 over. I'm scared. You got double time. Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hit it.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the field. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.